Hi everyone. Today we are going to finish our text for our Natural Disasters Module 3. We're going to continue reading Hurricanes, The Science Behind Killer Storms by Alvin and Virginia Silverstein and Laura Silverstein Nunn. Our learning target for today is I can identify organizational patterns. So when we're thinking about that, we're really imagining the text structure. So today we're going to focus in on a small section and decide, did the author use comparison and contrast to show how things are alike and different? Did they use cause and effect? Were they trying to explain what happened and why it happened? Are they using a sequential or logical order? First, next, last? So that authors will use this to explain events in time order or order of importance. Or were they trying to introduce a problem and a solution, to show a problem and then to show how it can be solved? So we're going to continue on our text, and I'm on page 232. Jason Ross, top, and John Hellig, bottom, board up a beach house on September 16th, 2003 in Nags Head, North Carolina, as people prepare for a possible hit from Hurricane Isabel. What should you do about your pets? Try to take your pets and pet supplies with you if you have to evacuate pets. They likely will die if left on their own. Come up with a plan for them before there is an emergency. Hurricane shelters will usually not take in pets. Look for hotels outside your local area that will accept pets. Make a list of animal boarders and veterinary offices that will keep animals in an emergency. Your pets should have collars and identification tags. Staying safe. An estimated 35 million people, or 12% of people in the United States, live in the southern coastal regions most threatened by Atlantic hurricanes. As the coastal population continues to grow, the damages due to hurricanes also increase. Scientists may not be able to prevent a hurricane from invading where people live. However, there are a number of things that people can do to survive when a hurricane hits. Emergency plan. In case a hurricane hits, you and your family should have an emergency plan. There are probably special hurricane shelters nearby. Find out where they are and the fastest way to get to them. At home, keep a disaster supply kit handy. You will need items to keep you safe in case the power goes out or your neighborhood is flooded. Emergency supplies can get you through a few days stuck in your home or a shelter until regular services are working again. The kit should include flashlight and batteries, battery-operated radio, first aid kit, emergency food and water, special items for babies, the elderly, and pets, protective clothing such as rain gear, blankets. Listen for hurricane warnings on the radio or TV and follow the instructions. The National Hurricane Center also posts hurricane warnings on its website. If the local officials say you should evacuate, leave as quickly as you can. If a hurricane is coming. If a hurricane warning is issued for your area, damage to you and your home can be reduced if your family does the following. Nail boards over your home's windows. Pick up toys, bikes, and other objects outside the house. Put them where they will not blow around and cause damage. Prevent flooding by placing sandbags around your house. Trim bushes and tree limbs hanging over the house. Inside the house, put strips of duct tape crisscross around on windows to keep broken glass from flying around. Fill bathtubs, pails, and bottles with water for drinking and washing. The water supply may be cut off or polluted. Unless there is an evacuation, stay inside your home. Do not leave even if the storm do not leave even if it seems like the storm is over. Remember, it could be the eye of the storm. A hurricane is not over until the second half of the storm has passed. Hurricanes are terrifying disasters, but learning about them can help you be prepared. Knowing where to go and what to do if a hurricane strikes can make a huge difference in keeping you and your family safe. Vehicles leave New Orleans ahead of Hurricane Katrina on August 28, 2005. Road signs, inset, often inform people of evacuation routes. So they're showing us a sign that people might see to look for evacuation routes in areas that are prone to hurricanes. We don't have as many hurricanes that affect us. We live inland and we're relatively far away from the ocean. Not as much as Kansas, but where we live, there aren't hurricanes that will affect us directly. Sometimes if a hurricane is coming up the East Coast, we will have weather that's affected by hurricanes. So we might have a lot of rain, and sometimes we do get flooding in our area because of hurricanes that have affected other places. But we don't have the effects of storm surges and the high winds generally. So what I'd like you to do right now is you're going to look at the previous pages for our staying safe, and you're going to be thinking about how is the author organizing this section. So we're going to go back to our text structure and really think about which text structure do you think best fits how this last section is organized. Was the author trying to show us how things are alike and different, a cause and effect, a sequential or logical order, or a problem and solution? Now that we've finished our text, what I'd like you to do is turn back to this page in your Into Reading book, which is right at the beginning of this module. So you're going to look at page 178, and you're going to add information onto natural disasters prediction and protection. So what kind of science and technology did we just learn about with hurricanes that help scientists predict more about hurricanes? And what kind of things can we add on as preparation if there is a hurricane? What can people do to prepare for it?